Welcome to the Koso Konnections podcast, where the ancient art of Japanese fermentation science meets modern natural health. Embark with us on a journey of transformation, exploring age-old wellness practices through inspiring discussions, expert advice, and personal stories. Discover how these traditions can revolutionize your health and well-being today.
Welcome to Koso Konnections, the podcast where we dive deep into the real stories and science behind lasting wellness. I'm your host, Nika Cortez, and joining me today, as always, is my insightful and the one and only Dr. Z. Hello, Dr. Z. It's great here to be with you.
Hello, Nika. How are you today?
Yes, I'm doing great.
Everything doing great. Smiling as always. I'm really happy to be here. And actually, we have a very, very special guest, Mr. Steve Mamaretas. Actually, he's quite famous, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I met Steve many, many years ago. I think in 2009 in Manila, I believe it was. I'm not quite. It goes back a while, and I got to say something. He does look better today. His nickname, Mr. Ageless, I mean, he does, and he looks much, much better. And I think he's probably going to explain all that in his explanation later on and let us know all the different things that he does. But, okay, I'll leave that up to him. So, okay, Nika, you've been wanting to meet him, and here he is, Super Steve, here in front of you. So go ahead.
Yes, this episode is called Ageless Strength with Koso Super Jade. And it features a man who is showing the world what it truly means to thrive at any age. You may know him, the face behind the rugby video that went viral. Yep, the one with over 500,000 views. So let's give a warm welcome to the one and only Steve Mamoretas.
Thank you both. Thank you both. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited for the conversation, but I don't know if I've had over 500,000 views, but it's getting close. I just saw the stats recently from the company that did the video, and I'm kind of shocked it has gotten as much attention as it has, because there were much better videos as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not surprised. I've been anticipating it all these years, really, quite honestly.
All right. So, Steve, let's start. Let's rewind a little bit. You've always been active, but something shifted along the way that led you to discover Koso Med and the Koso Super Drink. So, what was that turning point?
Thank you for the question. I've been playing rugby for many years. Probably started back when I was going to university and didn't think much of it. Get out there and play. You go through your 20s and then into your 30s and such. And then I had the fortunate opportunity that I met Dr. Z and his company. So, we started talking, and that's when I started getting into wellness. Then spending more time going to the gym, trying to take care of myself, knowing Dr. Z. And then as I, started to hit 40 and such, the passion to play was still there, but things just don't, hits hurt a little bit more. Recovery takes longer. Your energy, your strength isn't what it used to be. So it just started to, feel like you were kind of on this downward trajectory, and trying to fight that because I'm not ready to give up my passion in my sport.
Well, Steve, if anybody can overcome, it's you, obviously. I will say this. I watched your video clip. Not jealous, I guess that's the right word. But on the other hand, I am quite jealous. I mean, you play what, 1-2 games? I mean, I don't even think I would last 5 minutes on that field. Can you just elaborate a little bit? What's giving you that strength?
A lot of it is because of the knowledge and what you've shared with me, and the products that Koso Med produces. If you remember back when we met in 2009, you started talking to me about health. And, I'm like, well, I try to eat healthy. I stay off the sugary drinks and eat this and that. But then you explained about enzymes and how all of that works. And I really took that to heart. And then when Koso Super Drink, you introduced me to that. I wasn't sure what to expect, but for a guy that has never really taken supplements and thought, I was pretty healthy, the results were real. Some of the things I noticed within the first few days was digestion improved. Also, because playing
Incredible.
sports and a lot of running and going to the gym, your knees, your elbows, shoulders, you get that inflammation. But all of that started to go away. So that's when I really started to take note. Plus, my endurance and recovery time. We could do sprints and such, and everybody gets tired. But it wasn't taking 3 to 4 to 5 minutes to recover. It was 30 seconds, 60 seconds. And I felt like, oh, I can go again. So it was those types of things that I really started to notice the more consistently I was taking Koso Super Drink. Plus, being in business, working long days in the IT business, everybody's fresh in the morning, you're fresh after lunch. You get into that mid-afternoon and into the evening, because I work long hours, you lose some focus and sharpness. I didn't have that issue anymore with Koso Super Drink. I noticed that in the afternoon, my energy levels, but also my mental sharpness, there really wasn't a decline, and provided mental energy that I could work long into the day. There's many times I worked till midnight and mentally still engaged and feel like I was still on my A game, as you would say.
So yes, Steve, I watched that video, the viral video, the Super Steve that we called. It wasn't just a performance, it was precision, presence, and power. It was clear that you're not slowing down. Instead, you're leveling up. So Steve, besides taking Super Drink, your favorite Koso Super Drink, what was the other products that you tried from Koso Med?
Super Drink, of course, but I also consistently take a couple of other products. So I use IQ4, I use Bio 88, and I also take SBS. So a combination of those four every day has made a real impact in my life and in my performance and in the way that uh, my body functions. So I know some people, quite a few people have seen the clip, and they talk about, oh well, the the physical side of it. But with rugby, there's a lot of things. So it's physical, it's mental, it's coordination. All those components were kind of on display in that I had to be aware of where the defenders were coming from, have the agility to change hands with the ball, push people off, and then still focus on accelerating and getting to where I needed to be before the next defender came in. So I don't think that happens without the training, but without the 100%. You can't win by yourself unless it's fencing or boxing.
Well, I don't want to get into a boxing match with you. He's much bigger than I am, by the way. So go ahead, Nika. Go ahead.
I agree on that, Dr. Steve. I've been taking it. I've been also taking it, the Koso Super Drink, and my experience was really great because before my energy level is very low, and because I'm also going to the gym, so it really helps a lot. The Koso Super Drink. When I took it, also the Bio 88 is also my favorite because when I took it early first in the morning, it's all went down on my whole day. Is definitely it's really amazing.
Well,
So yes,
Nika, I will attest to when I first met you. Boy, oh boy, you had lack of energy. I got to tell you something. It was, it's like talking to a piece of paper. But no, not, honestly, she's always had that brilliant smile. But yeah, this is the amazing thing, Steve. Lately, more and more people are saying the same thing, and it's almost like repetitive. More energy, more clarity, more endurance, and especially amongst even younger people, which is quite surprising to me. I mean, we're a little bit older, so let me just ask him, what other products would you introduce to our listeners out there? I know that you're taking like massage oil, and that's a product that very few people have yet tried out in the marketplace.
Yeah, I actually happen to have it. So, Heaven's Oil is something that I'll use if I'm going to have a massage or something. Sometimes part of the recovery is you might just go for a deep tissue massage to work the knots and those inner bruises and contusions out. And I find that the Koso Heavens Massage Oil really has a good effect on the muscles. It helps them relax. I think they heal faster from the damage that is done. And it's it's healing from the inside out, not like some of these other products that it's a topical thing. You feel, yeah, you feel the menthol on the outside, but once that wears off, then the soreness and everything is still kind of there.
And your nose is agitated as well too, as well as your eyes. I know Nika's been using the massage oil, and she's gotten some really great results as well too.
Yes, I've also had here.
Yeah, that's great.
So, Steve, thank you so much for sharing your story, your strength, and your heart with us. You've given us all something to reflect on and something to move forward. So, thank you for our listeners. Thank you for being part of this journey, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. You can find more about Kusa Super Drink in our show notes, including how to get started. So, until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and
Thank
live
you.
ageless.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Nika. Until next time, Steve. Show us what you made of. Thank you so much. Thank you. Take care.